Hello, my name is Resilan Bearcat, and this is my first playthrough for the Rise of the Darkfog expansion for Dyson Sphere Program. This is the Albalda playthrough series. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. Welcome back. Alright, we have got blue science being produced here, so let's get started with some research. And we are going to start out with, first, we're going to do an upgrade. Universe Exploration. That is the first upgrade we're going to do. That's going to be 10 items that we actually want to do. Then we're going to come back over here to the upgrades, and we are going to want to come down here. There's some items here that we're going to do that only take a few items to actually research. Thermal power is going to be the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to need more power very quickly, so we want to get that up and running so that we can unlock that. Beyond that, since we don't know when the next attack is going to come, and I'm somewhat concerned about that, we're going to do the engine and then the weapon system. I don't really think there is a priority to those, but I'm going to do the weapon system first and then the engine. The weapon system allows me to have a gas turret that's going to allow me to build some battlefield protection. Now right now I don't think I'm going to need a ton of that, so that's going to be what we have. And there is our universe exploration already done while we're setting this up. Then I'm going to come up here, and we've got some additional things here that we want to do once we've got the thermal power. We've got high efficiency plasma control, and this, we don't really need those types of things yet, well, because we're not doing them, although the ability to repower our have the wireless powered tower would be kind of nice for our drone, or for our mecha. That's really probably not what we want. I want to go ahead and come up here and get smelting purification. That gives me energized graphite, and then I want to be able to get steel unlocked as well. So those are things that I'm going to come up here and do as our next set of items. That's just kind of my basic thing. And then we're going back over here to the upgrades, and we are going to grab a couple of items over here that we can do within this. One is communication control, so that we can actually do the things that are going to be done there. We'll come back to the energy circuit. We should, once we have the energetic graphite, we'll be able to do that. And then we want to be able to do energy shield. And so we're going to queue up the energy shield here and be able to, the energy shield is basically an energy shield resists damage from enemies and protects facilities within a radius. So what we want to do is we're going to start leveling that up as well. That's going to be our base item that we have here. And then finally, because we are going to be using kinetic weapons, we're going to queue up the kinetic weapon damage. So that is the order that I'm choosing to do things in for my first 8 technologies. Now, whether that's readily the order that's needed or not, I don't know. We're at 2.4% on threat. We're just wandering around down through here. But right now, research is automated. It's not fast, but hey, automation is automation, and we're actually doing well with that. So what we're going to do while that is in the process of researching is we're going to be getting some items made up for the next batch of things. So let's start with our inventory right quick. Let's sort this stuff and see what we have. So let's build some constructors. We want to be able to automate science and speed it up. Now that we have the stuff building, I want to go ahead and speed up science a little bit. So we want to be able to produce science at a faster rate. With that means we need to be able to produce other things. We need more belts. We don't have a lot of belts right now. We've got 61. So let's go ahead and produce 90 more of those. Let's go ahead and start to max out this and produce 10 more of those, or 20 more of those, I should say. And then with that, we'll pull those items out of here, and we will come in here. We're going to need some more of the Tesla towers, so I'll produce 10 of those. We're going to need some more storage boxes. Looks like I can produce 10 of those. And then we are going to need a few more miners. I'm not going to build a ton of these yet. So with the miners, I've already got 2. So I'm just going to build 3 more of these. Queuing that up. And then we are going to need smelters. And I don't remember if I queued those up, and I can't see the bar over there to see if I did it or not. So the thermal power plant is unlocked. we do need a couple thermal power plants. So we are going to build 2 of those in addition to the 1 I think that we've already got. And then we'll see what we do about these items. We are going to need more of those, but we also need to expand the factory. So there's a lot of things we need to do. We're just getting started. So let's see how we're doing on power. We're doing fine on power. All right, we've got drones, active drones for combat. We're doing good. Now, what we need to do, we've got thermal power over here. So what I'm going to do for now, we're not building any of the thermal components or any of the other, what we're not building is any components here. So what I'm going to do is just come right over here. For now, I'm going to put this right here. And I basically want to be able to fuel that. I want to be able to run some fuel over there to that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring me a belt that is, let's see here. I'm going to run right across through there to here. And then right down through there like that. We're going to take 2 of these. I'm going to drop them out over to there. And we're going to drop that in there. And we're going to let thermal power. So that's going to produce more power for us. So we shouldn't be short on power. That kind of solves our immediate issue that we have with power. Now we will want to connect these power grids together, and we're probably going to do that by stringing out some wind turbines between the 2 sites. But for now, let's see. We've got production going. We've got the technology tree researching things. We've got belts and other things coming in. So we're at a good point now to go look around a little bit. And we did unlock exploration. So there's weapon systems. Let's see. Okay, now I can turn on veins utilization. That's nice. Now I can zoom out and see where I've got stuff at. Let's see what we've got. There's coal, stone, coal. Let's see. I'm just looking to see what we have. That down there is the South Pole. Let's see what we have up in this area. I've got more copper up in that area. I've got iron over in there. What do we got over here in the dark? Various different things. So what I am not seeing, though, and would love to be able to see more of, is I'd like to be able to see more of a copper and iron that are pretty close together. A big copper, or a lot of copper and iron. Let's see, that's down there, but this starting planet does not have the well, look at that, there is the Darkfog. I guess we found that, didn't we? That's 276 there, but there is absolutely no iron anywhere near it. This is 54,000 and 46,000, so there's a little bit there. It's just got a good bit of iron. I guess we're going to have to go up here toward the pole. I mean, that's a good portion of our copper up there. There's got to be more somewhere. I've got to be overlooking something somewhere. Where is it at? There's 266,000, but not anywhere close to anything. So, I think we have found one of the Achilles heels for this particular location. There's copper. I guess that is the best spot that I see. Oh yeah, that's up near the North Pole. So, okay, well, we'll be going up in there, build our science. That's not bad. That'll be fine. So with that though, let's go ahead and there we go. We got engines. Very good. So let's see what we can build here. We got new. Now we can actually build a turret. So what we want to do now, the turret's going to take. Let's see. It takes 240 kilowatts when it's running and 24 kilowatts when it's idle. So this thing's pretty power hungry. And it's going to need plates and other things. So I want to build. We've got some ammo boxes, but you don't get a turret when you unlock the turret. So we need to build a couple of turrets. So what I'm going to do before we go off anywhere is we want to protect this part of our base. And we want to grab some of these, grab some of these and these, and we want to grab a stack of gears. There we go. Okay. And then let's see if we've got We'll grab some of these and some of those. Okay. So we got our science running. It's steady, slow but steady. It's you know, checking down. But we have a good bit of stuff in our inventory, and we can burn up all of this iron and copper and stuff also while we're at it. So let's go into here, into our queue. And the first thing we want to do is build 2 of these guns. And then once we've got those 2 things built, we want to go ahead, and we can see here that requires 4 copper to build 1 thing of ammo, 20 shots. So we're gonna need some ammo to run into a box. So we'll actually start building some ammo and bringing that stuff in. Very good. In the meantime, we can build 200 of these. We will go ahead and do that just so that something's running, and then 1 of those. We got that going. Haven't built any any type of glass yet. Don't have a need for it yet. Hadn't come up with a need. So that's copper and magnetic coils. That's just copper. So there's a lot more need for copper now with some of the stuff that they're adding in. Interesting. All right. We should have a couple of turrets. Where are they? They're right there. Nice. So here's what we're going to do. Look at that. It's got a range of the things it covers. So I'm going to put this thing right there. And I'm just come right down here. Let's see. Foundation required. I guess that's water down there. We'll put that in there like that. Now let's see how these things work as far as what we need to do for bringing in the copper. And we've got copper over here, so we can bring a copper construction item. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Defense. Ah, glass turrets. Nice. Okay. So a new icon that showed up here. Very good. Now then, let's see. Looks like I can take that out from here. That's going to, of course, be going the wrong direction. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's see. That will run things around. So we'll let our drones do their little thing there. And what we will do is we'll build a... Let's take... I wonder what you build the... Let's look at this. What do you build these in? These are actually produced in a assembler. Makes sense. So what we want to do is come out here, grab an assembler, and I'm going to need copper plates. So first thing I'm going to need... Oh, of course, I don't have enough. There we go. I have to build one of these. Let's see. I'm almost done with the copper. Let's build some bricks. I need to automate bricks. And now that I think about it, I don't think I have bricks automated. So that is something that we'll do. We'll do that next. Let's go ahead though and build out. Let's see. Let's build. Let's actually build all 5 that I can build of those. And then on the assemblers, go ahead and build 5 assemblers. And then coming back into here, we have no more of those. We have no more of those. And we'll get the rest of that built. Alright, there we go. With that being the case then, what I'm going to do is let's come right here. And we want to put this here. And then I want to put this here. Will that connect? Yes, it will. And let's see. We will connect this into here. And here we're going to make copper plates. And then I want to take this and run this over to here. And here I want to take the copper plates and produce these. Now, it won't be super fast, and that's okay. it's not running at 100% efficiency. That being the case, it is running. And then what we'll see is once we've got ammo, we'll put the ammo out onto the belt and just kind of let it feed around. Let's see how this works. There we go. We have ammo being produced. Look at that. So that is producing that, and it'll produce until the belt is full. Of course, nothing is getting past this. How many does it take? How many will it hold before it's full? I have absolutely no idea. It fires single burst. Now look at this. Now this is interesting. You have different ammo information here. Okay, it says it's full. You know, things are now flowing through it. They're not stopping anymore. How many of these things will it produce? I don't know. That's a fantastic question. Single burst, group burst, planet burst. Planet burst 2, 1, that says 0. Targets will accumulate energy for a while when supernova, and after accumulating turns will have a 5-second burst mode. The grid power supply is lower than 30%. Okay, there's a lot to that. Ground, high priority. Air, low priority. There's upper air and space. All right, low air. Okay, so there's different altitudes on the ground or in other things. It's searching for enemies at the moment. It's not finding anything, so it's charging. You can see that it's around 24 kilowatts of power, and alarm is off. Each facility, there's an alarm. Man, there's going to be a lot to this system, so that's pretty cool. We have ammo being produced. Now we need to produce bricks. We're not producing bricks automatically, and that was something that I realized that is an oversight, because we do need bricks for making things, so we'll put that here. We will take this and run it across. This will produce bricks, and then what we'll do is let's go ahead and just build another storage container here on the other side of this and hook this up. There we go. And here we going to do 5 of those. Now while I'm here and while we're doing this, I might as well go ahead and produce the glass. I don't need a ton of glass right now, but this is kind of just back to the starter factory and stuff that can be done in the starter factory. I'll go ahead and produce some glass so that we have a little bit of it, and bringing that into a storage container. While our initial science is running, you know, these are things that we can be doing just to get automation set up. So we'll set that to there. Too close. Okay. There we go. And 5 of those as well. So now we've got initial glass, we've got bricks being produced. That's that way we don't have to produce those manually anymore. We've got our research going. Very good. Now we can go ahead, since we're doing some of the things here, we had an upgrade that we were already looking at up here, if you remember. That was... it was not mechanical frames, it was energy circuit. And we want to queue that up. And then communication control is already queued up. Mechanical frame would be electric motors, and we will manually produce these electric motors to get that done, just to speed the mech up. So that's something now that we've added to our queue. And let's see, do I have the ability to produce the electric motors yet? No, I do not. Have I queued the ability to produce electric motors? If I haven't, I need to redo this. Mechanical frame requires electric motors, and I do not have the research done for electric motors. So that is something that we need to come fix. That's not it. That's not it. Combustible material. Oh, crystal smelting, reclamation, solar things, semiconductors. None of that is what we're looking for. There we go. Electromagnetic drive. I knew it was here somewhere. and then I need to change that out because the mechanical frame needs the motors before I can produce it. So there we go. And I should probably put something in between there now that I think about it, just because I'm going to need time. Inventory capacity will require steel. I'm already researching steel, so I can do inventory capacity and then mechanical frame. And that's the order we'll do those in. Just getting things set up and ready to go. So we're progressing. We're expanding our base a little bit. The threat level is increasing. It's slowly increasing. It's got to go to 128. We're at 28. So we're about a little over about a quarter of the way there, I guess, toward the next attack. I'm not sure how many we're going to have as far as the attack goes. I do want to run them off this planet at some point in time, and we'll look into how we actually do that, but we'll see. All right, wind turbines can be built on water now. Really? Is that the case? Well, look at there. That's different. That was you were never able to do that. Well, what do you know? I want you to see that. That is who knew? So wind turbines are can now be placed on water. So that's a change to the game. I'm confident that was not possible before, because I remember having to run around a planet putting in the places to put things. All right. With that being the case, let's see what we can do up here for steel production and automating a little bit of steel. Like I said, still just working on getting just basic things in here. We want to continue to do this where we can. We've got the steel coming in here. We've got steel coming in here. But we are producing more than we need right there. And we're not going to need a lot of steel to start with. So what we're going to do is we'll come in here, grab a factory. We're going to stick the factory right there. And here I am going to, and that is absolutely not what I need. All right, well, let's try this again. We want this right here. Let's come into here, and we want to build 5 more of these. Again, as I know I can build some of those, we'll start producing things in groups of 5. Let's see. I'm going to still do 5 here. I'm going to do on these. I'm going to do 10 more of those. Continue to produce some belts. And the Tesla towers will come back into here. Alright, there we go. That's just more things to produce. Right now I think I'm good on these items, and we could always use more of those. Okay, coming back in here now. I'm going to do steel. Just producing a little bit of stuff here. Not trying to make it super fancy. Just producing the basics. So we come in here, and we're going to take this over to here, and we're going to take this over to here. And that is going to be our production. So there we go. We are now producing additional metal items, and we will, for the steel, we're just going to make 2 stacks of steel. Alright. Alright, magnets. Not getting a lot. I'm producing just about the number of magnets I need. Alright. I'm going to grab a stack of those. I'm going to grab a stack of those. Continue to grab more of those. Alright. And I'm going to take some more of those. That back. I don't have a lot of inventory space. That's okay. I don't have very many metal plates. And I don't have the... Alright, there we go. I'll sort that out. Got plenty of copper plates at the moment. Alright. And we are... Okay, the belt is just about to get full here. I got plenty of copper, and this will shut down. I won't be making any more copper. It'll be good. Alright, let's do the next thing. Let's see what we have. We're still doing our research. very slowly. But now it is time to start thinking about ramping up the amount, how we're doing our science. So in order to do science, I have to produce these items right here, and I produce more of them. I don't have a lot that I'm doing right now, but what I would like to be able to do is produce these at 3 per second. So I need, if we look at this right here, this right here is taking 1 every 3 seconds. So if I can produce 3 of those, every second, then I'm actually producing what I need. In order to produce 3 a second on this, the amount of items that I need here in order to do that. This right here is kind of working our way backwards. This takes 2 iron and 1 copper to produce 2 of these per second. So in order to produce 3 per second, we need, that is actually 50% more than what we have here. So we're going to be 1.5 copper and 3 iron. And then over here, the math works to be the same. I need 3 iron and 1.5 copper. So I need 1 miner mining copper, and I need 2 miners mining iron in order to bring in what I need to produce the red science and the things that we're going to do there. So I'm going to queue up a few more buildings and things that we need here. I'm going to produce 60 more of those. I am going to produce 20 more of those. I am going to produce 10 of those, and I'm out of materials. But now we're in a little different boat. Now then that we have this done, is I can come right down here and just grab a whole nother stack. There we go. Very good. Now with that though, I do believe I have the capability of doing energized graphite. I do, and I need to produce energized graphite. And so we got energized graphite being produced into this box. And what we want to do, now that we've got the capability of producing energized graphite, I want to take this coal plant here where I'm just burning pure coal, and I want to burn energized graphite instead. So that's the next piece that I want to produce here. So I want to move this particular component here so that I can build out. I don't know if I've got enough room even there to build that. I might need to move this one and this one. Now that they can be on water, there's no reason to have it right there, really. So what I can do is, let's do this right here. Let's take my wind power and we'll put this over here in the water. There we go. And then what I want to do is take this one out. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Alright, I'm going to put this here. Alright, nice. So now that I've got the energized graphite coming into here, I'm actually probably going to do 2 of these right up through here onto a belt, pull some of them off, and then run some of them into a thermal power plant. So, and I'll do away with that thermal power plant and instead have a thermal power plant that does things here. So what I want to do, let's see. I'm going to come up here a little ways. Now that I've got some belts, let's get it up here out of our way so that we're not in the way of some of the other things. Let's see, I don't need it, but right here. This should work right on the equator. Yeah. Alright. So now let's put the belts in. Let's put the belt coming right down through here. Like that. And then what we'll do is we'll redo this belt right here. There we go. And what I'm going to do is come right here, and I'm going to come right over here. And we'll put 2 of those plants right there. Yes. All right. Got a lot of things we're picking up here. All right, there we go. Now then, what I want to do, I don't think I have room for a second one in there, do I? I don't. That was not exactly good planning there. Well, ooh, maybe I got it in there. I did, barely, but I got it. Look at that, it lets it go in the water just a little bit. Very good. Okay, well with that being the case then, what I can do now is, let's pull this one out. What we'll do is we'll move this right over here. There we go. And then we will take the belt. We'll take the belt right out through here and run it right over to there. All right, so we got this running. Threats going up. That's it's not surprising. What we want to do here now is energized graphite. And what I want to do is come here and grab a box. Let's see, do I want it down here? I think I'm going to put it down here. Yes, anything else, any overflow comes right down there. That'll be good. We'll go to there. Energy shield level 1. Okay, we got energy shield level. Very nice. All right, and we want to bring that into here. Let's reverse this path. Connect those two things. Connect those. These come out here. That comes in here and that comes in there. And then that is also energized graphite. So we've got two things producing energized graphite. We've got this coal here that we actually need to get rid of, but that's kind of where we're at. We should just leave that there. I don't know that I need any coal. So what we'll do is we will take one into here, one out here. It's certainly not going to fill up or empty with the way that's running, but hey, it's there, and we've got this other component running, so I don't want to waste any belts. I don't have belts to waste right now, but this is good. Now this right here, we're going to limit that to 5 as well, but we're going to let that burn. Now let's see, I don't know if I'm getting enough to keep these things running. How fast does it burn energized graphite? Pretty fast, but the numbers are going up. Okay, and I have got 85%. Oh, I've actually got a little bit of a gap in power at times. It would help if I didn't have that gap. Let's run another one in here. Maybe by having both of them in there, it'll pick up enough, and maybe a few will get by that it won't be running. Let's see if that actually manages to get all of them, or if it's just burning them up that fast. I'm really hoping it's not burning them that fast, but it looks like it is. Is this filling up? It is filling up. 8, 9, 10 going to be the cap. And let's see one go through. Down to 9. Right to 8. So yeah, I'm just watching this. I'm not sure we're going to get an extra one out. Oh yeah, we did. We got some went through. I mean, it took a minute, but we did get some that went through. And there we go. We are producing just a little bit more than we're burning. Okay, with that in mind then, we're making progress. Let's see how we're doing up here. We are still filling this up, so that's good. We've got coal in our inventory. We don't need. I'm kind of waiting to see the next mode. That's going to be nice when we see the next attack. We're getting up to about 40%, and we'll see how the next attack does when they come in here. All right, we've got glass, we've got stone, so we can take a stack of these, and I don't need all of those inventory. So let's see here. And there we go. I've got all of the copper up there. That's good. And let's see, this is full. So I've got some more to put in a gun when I get one built. We'll drop the grass out. Oh, let's see, delete. And we will take that out of there. All right, research continues. We've got some steel. And we do have some steel in the research that we need to do right there. So we're going to need energized graphite, which we have. We've done the wood and the other things. We're going to need engines. So let's grab 100 of these. Let's see if we don't have the ability to produce the engine yet, but we'll get there. As soon as we get there, we'll start building that out as well. All right. With that in mind, we have expanded our base. We've added to our combat components, and we will start. Oh, we've already depleted one of the copper veins. That's not a good sign. There's definitely not a lot of copper here, but we will see what we can do about the next thing. We're gonna do a cut here, and then come back with the next episode. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.